third or fourth quarter of 1999, I personally brought financial statements into Scott and showed him a margin that was, in Scott's words, completely unacceptable. And his exact words were that we had completely, well, these aren't his exact words, that we had screwed up, that we had made a mistake, and to take the financial statements, he wasn't even going to keep them, they were wrong. So, I knew they weren't, but I didn't, at that point in time, didn't know enough facts about it to be able to tell him that he was wrong. So I took the financial statements back. We reworked the entire quarter and came back to basically the same number. So when I took those back to Scott, again, his response was, this is so far off where we had told the public market we're going to be, we can't do this. There must be a mistake. There has to be a mistake. Scott's probably the brightest person I've ever met in my life, from a financial perspective or almost any perspective. And when someone that you respect from an intelligence perspective, I mean, there's obviously a lot of loyalty and everything else. When he says that he knows for a fact that the information that you're providing is wrong, that you've made a mistake, you assume, or I assumed that we had made a mistake. And so we went back and reworked the numbers again, coming back to, for all intents and purposes, the same number. All of this time frame, we're a public company. Public company is about to release its quarterly earnings, and so the time frame to release your earnings is set. The time that we're at this point trying to figure out what's wrong, is we're creeping closer and closer to the time we have to release our earnings. So Scott actually tells me, I know the numbers are wrong, I know what they should be, we need to book an entry to get where I know we should be, and then we'll figure out what the error is at the end of the quarter, and the next quarter is going to be just the same error, but the opposite direction. The two will wipe out each other and everything will be fine, but you need to produce an entry this quarter to fix the problem that I know is there. And that was the real pressure that the accounting department was put under, was producing an entry that was based on the CFO's thought process of what he thought the number should be, as opposed to what we knew the underlying answer was.
You knew